my name is Daryl Phillips, and this is A Bipolar Perspective. Like, subscribe, share, follow, especially share. As you know, the message is very vital to a lot of people. A lot of people go through things, and I discuss these things on this particular set of videos. If you would like to do more, go to the website, bipolarize.net. You can donate there. It goes to bills, those kind of things like that. Today's subject matter is asking the why before the how. Too many times in my life, in the past, let me see if you can associate with this. All right. I would just want to know how, and I didn't want to know why, and so I would get myself in trouble. It's great to want to know how to do something, right? But if you don't know why you're doing it, why are you doing it? If you're just doing it just to do it, that might be sufficient when you're younger, and you can even get away with stuff like that. But when you get older, you have to be more precise about what you're doing. I just turned 43, okay? And so I don't have any time to lose anymore. I have always been curious. And this week's video is associated with next week's video because that's what's going to be discussed next week. But it's okay to be curious. It's okay to be curious. Why are you curious? Why? Always ask why before the how. That way, you know why you're doing it. Do you follow me on that? How many times have you gotten in a situation where you go, why did I do that? That's the point. Why did you do that? You have to analyze that, and then you have to go, okay, maybe I should have asked why this is happening this way before I knew how to do it. And it's great. So you know how to do it now. But there's a better way to learn than that. You don't have to make the mistake. I mean, some mistakes aren't detrimental, but some mistakes are detrimental. You know, how many times have you heard a kid get in trouble because another kid tells them to do something and they just do it? And then they get blamed, and the other kid that doesn't get blamed because they didn't do it. Kids do that. Well, at some point you grow up. Well, I know some adults that do that too, and then they get themselves into real trouble. Why are you going to that convenience store? All of a sudden, you didn't realize that person was about to rob that convenience store, and now you got blamed for accessory. It all can be stopped. That kind of thing can be stopped by you just asking why. It's a funny thing because I just told a story to my significant other about back when I was 18. You guys got to listen to this. I jumped a train, Before I met my ex-wife, I was probably 7 months out of the hospital. So I wasn't in the mind frame. And I was convinced that I could get to Texas by jumping the train. I did. Me and her and this basically was a train bum guy. He took us down, and we ended up getting all the way down to Aurora, Illinois from Minneapolis, Minnesota. I did that when I was 18. Jumped a train, and then got caught by the federal bulls. That happened. I'm lucky I didn't get in deeper trouble than that. If it had been post my 9/11, I probably would have. That happened because I thought it'd be cool, and I watched too much TV. I watched remember those 80s movies where the person would jump the train and they'd sit there and they'd sing songs. God, I don't know what I was thinking. But I did that, and I did stuff like that all the time. It's great to have knowledge, and I have knowledge, but how you apply it and why you're doing it, I'm not going to ask you to ever do something without explaining why first. Why? Because that's the way it should work. And in my opinion, if you want to talk about the best student-teacher relationship, the best students, in my opinion, are the ones who ask questions. Why? You don't just obey orders. Now, there's a caveat to that. If you decide to join the military, or obviously if you're in a job, you do have to follow orders. But in my opinion, the best bosses or teachers, however you want to look at it, they they love students who ask questions. I'm one of those people. I want you to ask me questions because I love answering the question, right? I do. That's a fact, buddy. I love it. I absolutely love it. I love answering the question. I love seeing the reaction when the person goes, wow, okay, I get it. I love it when a person gets what I'm saying. I love it. I do. Well, that's the best part about teaching people. Showing people this stuff. The best part is when I hear a person tell me, I never got that before. I never understood that phrase before. I just never understood what that means. Now I understand. Now I can apply it to my life. You see what I'm saying? Because that person didn't know why they should apply a certain phrase or for certain philosophy to their life. They weren't just going to follow it. And most people are like that. Most people don't just follow orders, right? I guarantee you're not just going to get me to follow an order. That's why I would make a bad military follower. I think I would make a pretty good. I think I'd make a pretty good commander. But then again, that also relies on trust. Do you trust your commander to do what you say? But it doesn't matter in the Army. You have to obey. It doesn't matter. I think that this is a problem with a lot of people. And let me add this at the end here. People with mental disorders don't think like that. That's a problem. And maybe you do need meds to keep that in order. But I'm also showing you how to do it without meds. And I don't think that forcing a person to take meds so that they can think straight, there's a better way to think straight. You can train their mind. You can train your own mind as well. It takes time and it takes patience. And that's what it is. That's what it is. Time and patience. I've been saying this for a while. I want you guys to know I care about you. I believe in you. And stay tuned next week. We're going to talk about curiosity and why it's okay to be curious. May the Lord of Light guide you in all things. Goodbye.